Okay, nice irons. Oh! Oh! So I bought a gas blowback rifle again. Oh God. Thanks to you guys and your wonderful comments. In my last video, if you are new here, I made a video talking about whether or not I should buy a gas blowback rifle again. And of course, here we are with this. And it was all because of you guys, because you really opened up my eyes. And it's like, yo, Airsoft's about having fun. And having fun is, you know, shooting plastic cringe balls at people and having a fun time without anyone getting hurt. And the gas blowback is the most fun way to do that because of the recoil, because of the fun, you know, little mechanics like this. And of course, the awesome, expensive cost of running them. But what we have here is the Tokyo Marui CQBR MWS Block 1. And this is the shorty version of the MWS M4A1 and pretty much the predecessor to the Mark 18 before they moved to that. And there's a reason I went for this one specifically. This CQBR is the most popular airsoft toy to build a gas blowback rifle in Japan. Everybody buys the CQBR because I guess it's easy to change out the parts. The Mark 18 has proprietary. You could also do the regular MWS, but people want the shorter outer barrel. And this is kind of just ready to go. So you really just got to change the handguard and stuff like that. And this is just, you know, it's just ready. So this is actually the most popular. And the reason I went for it is because we're going to be building something completely new. But I decided to go for this because in the world of modern airsoft in 2024, everybody's running M-Block. Everybody's running optimized builds, T-Rex arms builds, hollows, all this stuff. And yeah, I wanted to kind of go for something classic. And let that be a hint to what I'm gonna build this into. But something super classic and, you know, quad rail, and just kind of brings you back to the 2000s. I feel like people are moving towards a trend in like every industry to go back to Y2K, early 90s, and just kind of get back to roots. And this is the perfect platform to get started on. And just look at this thing. It's absolutely beautiful. So I thought it'd be cool. This is not an official review yet, but just kind of a little quick overview of the CQBR. So we're gonna go tip to butt in Garantham style. So we have the standard flash hider here. It's a little bit different from like a Surefire one, but it's the old style bird cage. And it, of course, it is removable without anything. You could just remove it like so to reveal a 14 counterclockwise, I'm not gonna do all of that, a 14 millimeter counterclockwise, what the fuck, a screw, whatever, to attach the suppressor, which we might do in the future. Then we have a fixed front post, which is hella cool. This is probably the coolest part of it. I don't know what it is, but these kind of just bring you back to the good old days. But this is probably one of the things I wanted the most to keep it nice and nostalgic and keep it nice and unique, this build. So yeah, the front post, which of course is adjustable with the included plastic tool for height, I believe. Yes, for height. Then we have the 9 millimeter. We have the 9-inch rail, which is easily removable with this delta ring. Now the MWS, the regular big 14-inch carbine, used to have like rattling issues. This is a brand new batch, I think from, whatchamacallit, from last year, October. So I think they've improved it a little bit. It doesn't feel as mad, but it does have that wobble. And the top is held in by a single screw, which you can remove very easily. It's not an issue at all. We move on to the receiver here. This is your basic MWS Z system. Nothing really too fancy. It's a tried and true system that prevents wear and tear. Easy takedown by pulling out this pin like this, and you can reveal the trigger system and all that stuff. Pulling out the bolt, as you can see here. This is actually quite rare because usually when you get gas blowback rifles for the first time, they're super greasy and disgusting. But this one is really, really dry. So that was really, really strange to see. And I realized I just took this down without taking them out the magazine. Sorry. Of course, you can also fiddle the hop. The hop is right here. I'm gonna point to this camera here. There's a hop adjustment you can do. And in my experience, if this is just like any other Z system, this should be able to lift 2 5s to about 25 meters on max hop no issue. Of course, you can upgrade that with a different part, but for now, I think we're just gonna settle with this for now. Put that bolt back in there, and you can see the trigger is like that. Pretty cool. The tried and true Tokyo Marui system. Can't go wrong. So what we're gonna do is just kind of put this back in, maybe put the buffer. The plastic buffer is in there, like so, and it's easily put back in. Talk about the magazine really quick. The magazine is a aluminum zinc alloy, whatever the heck it is, die-cast aluminum die-cast, 35 rounds, runs on 1.134 fluon gas, duster gas, and moving forward, it'll be moving into the white gas, which is non-fluon. So it's gonna be about 10 to 20% weaker. And yeah, man, these are really cool. You just slide them in like this. So, rack it, and it will hold that closed. And of course, if you hit the button, the bolt catch, it will send the bolt forward, which will activate the trigger, which is really cool. As you can see, we have the dust cover, which has a little sponge on there to not damage it. But of course, we're gonna take that off later. But of course, if you do that, it will just come out because it is functioning, which is cool. And once the hammer is cocked, you can actually manipulate the safety. So, really nice, really fun to do. Full auto, never really gonna use that, but who knows, right? Before we move on to the trigger, let's talk about the rear sight. The rear sight is basically a cut-off carrying handle. The carbine has the actual carry handle, but this is like the cut-off version for CQB. You can adjust the sight with the flip-up sight, like so. And you can actually see that the iron sights are actually quite nice, actually. I like these a lot. The nice and wide, like Call of Duty, and then single fire, you have a smaller one, which I probably won't use. And then, of course, you can adjust the height. And the windage with these nice, big, chunky knobs, which is really cool, fun, and intuitive. We'll probably have to zero it later. But yeah, let's move on to the trigger. So if I pull this like so, we can ghost that trigger, your hand on mine, guys. Here we go. Very soft, very soft, very soft, very something I'm used to. That's that standard MWS trigger. Nice and nice. Cocking handle is the classic Colt one. It isn't ambidextrous, can't pull it from this side. We can only pull it from this side. Full length to pull, really fun. And thus you could also use that to rack the first round in there. The worst grip on the planet, the A2 grip. We're going to be changing this out in a certain way, but I was never really a fan of this. I don't like the finger grooves. Who thought that was a good idea? Who knows? But that's not for me. But the A2 grip is just the standard. Has actually a nice angle for Airsoft, actually, because if you're going around weird angles, it's actually quite nice. But we'll be changing that out in some kind of fashion. Back here, we have a sling point, which is cool. The MWS, I don't think had the regular one, or the carbine. So this would be really good for what I intend to use it for, which would be indoor and stuff. Buffer tube, really nice. Nice and aluminum, nice and solid. And here is a crane stock. I'm not gonna remove this on stream or whatever on video because that will demonetize me. So this is just the regular crane stock, easily adjustable 6 positions. Nice length to pull there. And good for your arms. Very nice. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is do a little test shoot here, which is cool. Did I miss anything? Am I missing anything? I don't think so. So do that, and let's put on some iPro, even though it is empty. And let's see. Okay, nice irons. Oh, nice. I didn't really have that much gas in there, but that was really nice. I'd really like to test the full auto, so let's load some gas in here. Yes, the most expensive part of gas rifles is the gas. This was like 20 bucks, bro. Anyways, see how much this fills up. You can see the capacities quite a bit. Wow. Geez. That's a lot. That is a lot. That's it. Cool. I think I used up a good 1/10 of this. Anyway, that's a full gas tank. You can see that it's empty because it's not loading in. But let's see now. It's about 33 outside. It should be about 20 degrees inside, so it should be a little optimum. Nice. Very nice recoil. I forgot how that felt. But yeah, you could also use this with any other mag. So we also have the Type 89 mag here, guys. So this one is really cool aesthetically if you look at it. But this should have the same capacity, but because I'm cheap, we're only gonna load up a little bit of it. But as you can see, they're quite different, as you can see there. And yeah, I think they look pretty cool. So if I just load this up, you can kind of see the markings are still on there. I think that's pretty cool. But let's see if this works. Oh. Nice. And the mag's got a little bit colder. Nice. But make sure every time you finish that, you just do that and give it a little gas so it doesn't, whatchamacallit, leak on ya. But yeah, guys, that's basically it. The CQBR, the newest member of the family and hopefully one of the last for a while. But yeah, I hope you guys look forward to the content. I am looking forward to actually playing with this thing and making videos with it and just having fun. I really like the form factor of it. I might not even be pressed to change this out and just keep it like this. I actually like it quite a bit. It's very, very intuitive. Very intuitive. And it's just a look that nobody's doing anymore these days. Everyone's just M-Lock. But anyways, the next time you'll see this is either a review or gameplay or when I finish the build. And what is that build, guys? I'll give you a hint before finishing off the video, guys. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. Da-dun, da-dun,